Captain, thanks for reassuring me of safety. Recently we have heard a lot about air turbulence, please. I believe a lot of passengers and crew get hurt due to air turbulence. Can you kindly explain? Jessica, a very good question from you. Thanks for your attention. Jessica. Turbulence is an unstable air movement caused by changes in wind speed and direction, such as jet streams, thunderstorms as well as cold or warm weather fronts. The severity can cause minor or dramatic changes in altitude and airspeed. Air turbulence is not associated with inclement weather, but can occur when skies appear calm. The air turbulence can be sometimes invisible to eyes and weather radars also. Oh, I understand. Air turbulences can be classified into 4 categories: light, moderate, severe and extreme. In extreme cases, pilots can lose control and even cause structural damage to the aircrafts. Sometimes it is tricky to predict weather phenomenon also. Oh, thanks for the explanation. Why are we hearing more about increase in air turbulences recently? Air turbulences do occur, but recently it is being attributed to climate change, specifically to elevated carbon dioxide emissions which affect air currents. Captain, how are turbulences monitored, as they are significantly important as far as safety is concerned? Jessica, very good question. Meteorologists around the world heavily rely on different algorithms, satellites as well as radars to produce detailed aviation forecasts for conditions such as cold air, wind speed, thunderstorms and of course your concern, that is turbulences. Thanks, Captain, you have brilliantly answered. Welcome, Jessica. Further to above, all aviation stakeholders use the forecasts provided to their best. Additionally, guidance from air traffic controllers, airline internal teams. Pilots attempt to skirt turbulent areas by adjusting altitudes, meaning flying on higher or lower altitudes, where forecasts has predicted turbulences for smooth rides. Although the changes means more fuel burns than initially anticipated, for which provisions are already there. Thanks, but how can I stay safe during turbulences in flight? Jessica, nothing to worry. Aircrafts are designed to withstand rough weather conditions, and it's rare for aircrafts to incur structural damages due to turbulences. But what about passengers on board? Although turbulences are preventable by adhering to precautions specified by airlines time to time, we may also note turbulence can toss passengers or crew members, as happened recently on one of the flights, causing great injuries. Experts in airlines emphasize that staying seated and keeping seatbelts fastened as much as possible during the flight are best ways to reduce risks. Oh, good information. Jessica, if you stay fastened you are far less likely to incur injuries. Seatbelt should be well fastened so that your head does not bump with cabin top. During extreme turbulences, vertical motion of aircraft will exceed gravity pull. What happens when belts are not fastened? Jessica, in case you are not belted you can become a projectile by automatically being lifted up and out of seat. Captain, as a pilot, how do you and your crew respond to severe clear air turbulences? We take various steps as advised earlier. Once we have forecasts with us, we deviate altitudes up or down based on requirements. Reducing the speed is one of the options, as it prevents structural damage to aircraft. Aircrafts do have turbulence penetrative speed. Oh, there are reasons crew recommend you keeping seatbelts fastened on at all times. Pilots do notify crew and switch on signs to ensure all passengers are seated to reduce the risk of injury, including cabin crews. Thanks. During the seatbelt signs are on, it goes without saying that it is not safe to serve beverages or meals. Well understood. Pilots do inform air traffic controllers on the conditions, thus helping other aircraft avoiding them, as it may require a climb, descent or divergence to avoid the turbulence. Thanks, but who assess the injury or damage, if any? The crew members will assess the damage to the aircraft or injury to passengers, and based on that consider diversions if required. Pilots and cabin crew go through rigorous trainings to respond to weather-related events. Thanks, Captain, for reassuring passengers like me to fly safety. As a passenger I am more aware now. Great, Jessica. Bon voyage and keep flying. You may appreciate that aviation is the safest mode of transportation. Accidents are rare in aviation. Thanks, Captain. Jessica, great talking to you and time to move now.